And sometimes in museums, and you look in. I mean, some of the ancient tools are beyond extraordinarily beautiful, and I think there's a fabulous history and biography of tools being significant. Everything that has been made, there's a story to it, and it exists really at the end of a whole bunch of decisions. And the majority of our manufactured environment is characterized by carelessness. And most decisions were driven by price and schedule. And we have genuinely tried to make products that don't stand testament to that sort of development process, or don't stand testament to those values. They stand testament to us desperately trying to make the very best product we can, because we know he is going to sit down and stare at this screen, and he will sense, he won't be able to articulate it, but we hope that he will sense the care that went into it. And I do believe that we're capable of discerning far more than we're capable of articulating. I remember we discovered this when the iPod started to actually sell in some sort of volume, and we'd been doing some fairly reckless things like finishing the inside of the iPod. You know, that cost money and it cost time. And we did it just because we thought it was right, and we had a theory that people would sense that amount of care was invested in the object. But it was a theory. And when the iPod started to sell in large volumes, there was this tremendous encouragement, because it was this sense that actually people really do care. They really do, if they're given the choice. And sadly, we very often don't give people that choice. He certainly had a sense of a civic responsibility to make something good. And it's a way that you can somehow make a contribution to humanity and to culture. And he was fantastic at listening. I mean, we know often the very best ideas come from a very quiet voice. And somehow we're conditioned to listen to the big, loud voice, the bold voice that doesn't even possibly have the idea that they could be wrong. And my experience has been so often the most fabulous, glorious ideas have come from a tentative suggestion. Innovation takes the unreasonable man. Because if it's new, it defies received wisdom. And if you say to somebody, I really want to be able to do this, and they say no, you say, I don't believe you, I want to see some evidence. That doesn't mean that you're an arsehole. It doesn't mean that your hobby is is arguing. 8 times out of 10, his intuition was right. And I just think it's important to remember, you could have had somebody who didn't ever argue, but you wouldn't have the phones that you have now and a whole list of other things.